Jesse Jackass, Al Sharpton, see, they come at you. But they won't touch Clyde Davis. They won't touch none of his minions. You get that, right? This is how weak they are because they believe they can kill their own and nothing happens. But when it comes to the other side coming at them, they run with their tail between their legs. And I'm going to tell you, I know for a fact that a hit is on all of them. But they taking one out at a time, and they in sets of threes. I mean, damn, just look at the obituaries, right? It is what it is. And to make matters even better, why don't we even send Satan a little message with his minions calling us, right? We're going to give Satan a variety. And we got some more phone calls in the making, right? Check this out. We're going to go to Revelation 18 and 21. Listen, because the people who defend Hollywood, they have no light, and they don't believe in no scriptures. They only believe in what they want to believe because they say everyone is a star. That's that Egyptology craziness of Hollywood because Hollywood mixes Egyptology into their beliefs as well, right? Okay. It is what it is. Let's go to Revelation 18 and 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more in it all. And basically, America has become the new Babylon. Why? Because everybody's drinking of her wine. Everybody tasted her fornication. Why is that? There's no other country that everyone wants to be like, because in this country you can marry a dog, you can marry a mule, you can have sex with children, you can do anything you want to. You can marry a man, and it's legal. So she's become the new Babylon, the ancient new Rome. Okay? Revelation 18:22 says, And the voice of harpers, musicians, for you craving boulets and media-loving celebrities, this is their judgment. That's why your favorite celebrities are being killed by their own hands that beat. The scriptures read 18:22, And the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. And the craftsmen of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. It is talking about those who rule the industry of entertainment. That's why you see them falling like, what? Dominoes. I don't care what there's always some type of entertainer just falling like dominoes in sets of threes. Why is that? Because they do everything in numerology. You get this, right? So, listen, let's go to Revelation 18:23. And the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in thee. The voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more all in thee. For the merchants were the great men of the earth. For by sorceries were all nations deceived. They do everything in sorceries. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what they do. When Clyde did go in a room and get ready to talk to his people, he do everything in sorcery. When a lot of folks in these industries, there's a level that you go up. There's a level of industry of wealth that you go up. And the ones that's higher up and the ones that already done took the oath, before they do their demo sessions, they pray to Satan. Then they start their demo sessions. That's the way they roll. And when they come out in the public and they say, God is everything, they're not talking about the Heavenly Father who created heaven and earth. They're talking about God, Babylonian gods. That's the way they roll. The people don't understand. They're not talking about the God of heaven and earth because the Lord's name is not God. His name is Yahweh. Okay? His son name is not Jesus. It's Yahweh Shai. How do we know this? Because the letter J is 300 years old. Well, how can the letter J be 300 years old and the scripture's been around for over 2,000 years? There's a lie somewhere. There's some deceitful people going around telling this habitual lie. The Ku Klux Klans was the main ones behind Christianity. It was a way to control the minds. Not only the way to control the minds, but it's the way to offset the people, to make riches off the people, called the 501c3. So when people come to try to debunk what we give you guys, and you got proof to check on these things yourself. Check on the letter J and find out how long it's been in existence. And you see that the letter J only been in existence over 300 years. So the Lord name couldn't be Jesus, right? It's Yahweh Shai, and his father Yahweh. You see this, right? And you see that the Ku Klux Klan had a lot to do with Christianity, because those Ku Klux Klan members are now Masonry Brotherhood that also controls Black Hollywood. We don't have to prove this, because it's already right in our face. You can just go look at it. If you got two eyes and an ear, if you can hearken to truth. But if you would trade songs and try to be the Wayne and try to express that everybody's just people and people just people, you're a damn fool.
Ourselves servants to a master that is not our master. The so-called, well, the different nations, let me put it like that. You know, so the thing is, it's all in the remedy is all in law. There's nothing wrong with music. That's not what Brother Yash is making mention. He's not saying that music is the devil. It just so happened that the devil is now using the music to mess up and pollute, poison your mind, poison your psyche. And that's why we must seek after the things first and foremost that are beneficial to the soul, which leads to the kingdom of the Most High Almighty. For real.
Right.
That's all I got to say, brother.
Appreciate it, Bach. Shalom.
Shalom.
When you get men of lords and men of hosts to speak, they speak well. And the brother put it on in one circle. I totally agree that when brothers get them tracks, they have no idea of, taking these oaths and rituals. They just want to make a good living. But, man, once you sign, you get caught up. And that's why, what's that girl named Jasmine Sullivan, something like that. She could sing her behind off. She's a real good singer. And she's tired of the industry already. She made one album. And why come y'all think she ain't dropped the second one? Because she's rebelling. She see what she has to do. She didn't sign up for the rituals, but she didn't get it. They was telling her the first time what this was going to be, but she signed out. She didn't sign her name in blood thus far. Now they're still trying to get her to come back and finish that album. Jasmine Sullivan, y'all remember her, right? She said she do not like being controlled. People don't even understand why she's saying that. Remember the little girl called Tiffany? She went on a Twitter race and say, man, this industry is wicked. They say all these things that people do, I ain't down with that. They made her apologize. Remember the group B2K? That boy did get molested. But the problem with him, instead of him telling his story and sticking to it and getting off YouTube, he kept making paparazzi out of himself. And it became comical because he was whining and making mockery out of himself too much. Okay? Ask yourself, how did Ray J get on the same level as Whitney Houston if they did not bump him up in the industry to make him as equal as Whitney? How? All Ray J know is he slept with Kim Kardashian. That was it. That what Brandy's little brother. And all of a sudden he got VH1 show slept up with Whitney Houston. Can't y'all see the writing on the wall? You see. Now, that part about it, we say this all the time. When someone of rituals in the industry, y'all, what I'm saying, y'all sit back with your mouths open like, oh, my God, I can't believe this. But the Most High told us that all don't supposed to get it. And we get that now. And we see that in the last times they're going to be fighting like tooth and nail. But when that dollar fall and they force this chip, that little young chick that was on here talking all that mess, the Lord going to flash it in her head. And she's going to be like, let me try to see if I can get that, brother. No, you should not find it. We use scriptures, little girl, to debunk what's going on in the industry. The scriptures tell us everything that's going on. The scripture that I read to you in Revelation 18 and 21, 22, 23, it's the music industry. It's what's going on in the industry and what's going to happen in the industry, meaning the music industry is not going to be profitable in the last days the way it was in the beginning days. You see this? So they can make up any laws that they want. They can crash any internet they want. The industry will not be as popular as it was, as it has been, because their time is up. They even thinking about bringing Arsenio Hall back. Then you know the industry doing bad. Since when they went back to bring back one of our own people. You get this, right? Then they not just try the George Lopez show. What did it do? They put Conan O'Brien. They bumped him for him because this is a Caucasian man's world. This is their kingdom. America is a white man's kingdom. You get this, right? So they go back and say, let's bring back Arsenio Hall. We can get some black ratings because they're not making the money they used to making. People are not buying music. They download music. It's called YouTube. YouTube has become the new Napster. It's senseless to argue. But when people come up against us, we try to answer the questions. But when people are ignorant and they're accusing us of doing these things, and all that we did is bring them out. You can do your own research. We bring them out with scriptures because the truth cut like a knife. And because you can't take it, and we're supposed to back down and adhere to you and say, well, people are just stars and you can be what you want to be. That's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe in a host of dreams, that things can prosper for you if you just put your best foot forward, right? That's what T.D. Jakes teach you. That's what Creflo Dollar teach you. That's what Eddie Long teach you. And every last one of them has some homosexuality in their closet. And why come when you find out Eddie Long been dipping and dabbing with a man that you just in shock? We've told you. We've told you how these people work. Sexual magic. They love having sex with children, man. That's where they roll. Let's take one more call, y'all. We have 12 minutes left on the clock. All right.